I'm Julie Krause, and I'm serving as the Intercultural Ministries Director for the New York Ministry Network. It's a lot to say. I'm serving in my husband Paul's place. My amazing husband Paul passed away on March 4th after 3 incredibly brave years of treatment for multiple myeloma cancer. And now, after 40 years of marriage and ministry together, I'm trying to find my way without him. As our family's in this grieving process, we're telling lots of remember when stories. And I love a good story, so I thought I would share one. It was 2007, and we had been with AGWM for 20 years. Our daughter and son had both graduated from Evangel, and our daughter was newly married. And we were seeking the Lord for direction. We thought he had something new for us. Well, our New York District Superintendent said to us, when you're ready to come to New York City, let me know who to write the letter to. We wanted to go to New York City as world missionaries, but we just kept hitting roadblocks. Even our home had been for sale for over 6 months and not a nibble. It was in that unsettled time of transition that we drove to Lawton, Oklahoma to visit my grandmother. On our way home on a lonely stretch of I-44, traffic suddenly came to a stop. Soon no traffic was coming from the other direction, and Paul said to me, Julie, I think there's been an accident and we could be here for a while. An hour came and went, no movement at all. Lord, what are you telling us? 2 hours passed, 3 hours. Sometimes people say, well, that delay saved me from being in something worse happening. We didn't feel like that was the case. 4 hours. After 5 hours, traffic finally began to move. And we had a word from the Lord. It doesn't sound very spiritual, but here it is. Sometimes things are just blocked. Sometimes things are just blocked. Well, it was a Saturday night, and Sunday morning we went to Central Assembly. During worship, Pastor Bradford did something we had not seen before. He went to the microphone and said, I have a word from the Lord for someone here. Things have been blocked, and God wants you to know that today he is unblocking them. Paul says, my hand shot up in the air so fast, I just wanted to grab that word and not let go. We went to our newlywed daughter and son-in-law's house for dinner that night, apartment for dinner that night, and our son was there too. And we told them the story. It blew their minds that we were stuck in the car all that time. I could just stand 5 hours. We laughed. It was kind of sweet, like a drive-in movie, but without the show. And then amazement at Pastor Bradford's word. God is unblocking today. What could that mean? As we were finishing the story, Paul's cell phone rang. It was our realtor. Our home had just sold for full price. We signed the paperwork that night in our daughter's apartment. A week later, we were approved with all the forms and the psych tests and everything as U.S. missionaries to New York City. Sometimes things are just blocked, and God is under no obligation to explain his purposes to us. His ways and his thoughts are not our ways and thoughts. They're so far above. During Paul's treatment, it was a difficult time, and we were hoping for things that weren't working out. And he said to me, Julie, we love God by loving his timeline. Well, we're all living in strange times right now. Lots of things are just blocked, but we can trust him to unblock them in his timing. God bless you.